Melina here with your Kids Spotlight. Today we are going to be learning from 1 Samuel chapter 3. This is an awesome passage that shares the experience of a young boy named Samuel. This was the first time that God spoke directly to Samuel. And do you know how he responded? He was confused because he hadn't learned what God's voice sounded like yet. I love how God keeps patiently calling Samuel until Eli, the priest and Samuel's mentor, helps him recognize that it was God speaking. How do you learn to recognize someone's voice? Talk about it. We learn to recognize someone's voice by hearing it repeatedly. Do you know that when you were being formed by God in your mom's tummy, that you started to learn what her voice sounded like when you were only 18 weeks old? Crazy! So what does God's voice sound like? God's voice can sound different depending on the situation. It could be a thought or picture in your mind. It could be a feeling in your heart. It could be a dream at night. It could be words spoken by someone else to you. It could be a Bible verse that pops out at you. It could be a voice like I'm talking to you right now and more. But God's voice always lines up with what the Bible says and has a specific tone. God's voice might be heard in different ways, but his heart is always the same. He wants us to hear from him. He wants us to learn what his voice sounds like. To help us understand, let's play a game. Different voice recordings are going to play, and you need to see if you can guess which Southwest voice matches the name of the person that I am asking for. Ready? Let's go!
I can hear God's voice.
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 I can hear God's voice. I can hear God's voice.
I can hear God's voice.
I can hear God's voice.
I'm so excited to learn together from what Pastor Robert is going to teach us from 1 Samuel chapter 3 today. On the kids page of our website, you can find resources that you can use as a family to grow closer to Jesus together. We'll see you next week, Southwest.